This is one of a series of lectures on how to pre-record your lecture for later distribution. In this video, we're going to use Blackboard Collaborate in order to pre-record a video. Now, of course, you can record your video while streaming, and that, if you're going to share it with other people, is a way to go. But you can do it, you can pre-record it and then distribute the results. And there's two different ways and several combinations of approach that you can use. So for all of them, you're going to need some sort of presentation. In this case, I'm doing the first way, which is I'm using a PowerPoint or PDF that's been uploaded via share files and is currently being shared. As you might recall, just go back on this a bit. In the sharing panel, there's share files. You can drag and drop or open a dialog box to load files. It takes a little while to pre-process them. You select one, and then you can start sharing it. Typically, you have to hit the, like here, I'd have to share this one now. I'm currently sharing that, so let me turn that off. I'm not sharing the file. Select it, share now. I get my preview. This is also a good way to navigate through it. Click on the first one, and now I am sharing my lecture. Now, this could be as it is in the moment. I'm in a session all by myself because I just want to pre-record my lecture. So I go to first thing I need to do is make sure I have my audio on. Don't forget your audio. Now you can record it with or without your video, and with the video you'll get some of your facial expressions in the mix. Start recording, and at this point you're recording, and you just give your lecture. Do things as normal. If you want to draw on your slides, do that. Go through the slides, jump around the slides. Make sure that you keep talking throughout, obviously. If you can add video of yourself, and it's all no problem. When you're done recording, you just stop recording. Now, it's going to take a few minutes for the recording to show up in the place where you find the recordings, which is not trivial to find, and I'll show you in a minute. Before we go to check that out, I want to first show you the other way, the other fundamental way to record video. You want to keep the audio on, but sharing your face is not going to be helpful for this. So what you can do is you can share an application or screen. So if you're going to give the presentation full screen the way you would ordinarily would if you were connected to a projector, you're going to want to use the entire screen. If you're doing a PDF or you're doing some other kind of way of presenting, you might want to use an application window instead. So you start sharing your screen, and then you navigate to your program and start your presentation. And then you just go through your presentation the way you would have gone through it. And as you go through it, you will it will be recording. Well, it would have been recording if I had remembered to start recording. So start recording, navigate over, start up your presentation, go through your presentation, and it will all be fine. And then stop sharing, stop recording. Okay, so that's how you get a recording done. Now the question is, how do you share that recording? Well, you're going to have to go back to your dashboard, and as you can see, there's a list of recordings that I've done here already. This is in practice session. This is actually from a prior example that I was doing, but it's the same example that I was using before. So if you click on the menu, recording options menu, if you've enabled download for this session, you can download the video. And if you download the video, you can then re-upload it to wherever you want. Maybe you have a special video server, maybe you want to put it on YouTube. However, that's fine. But one of the nifty things is that you can watch it now and you can share a link. So I'm not going to do it by the watch now, I'm going to do it by the link. If you email this link around, anybody can watch it. They don't have to be able to log into your Blackboard instance in order to see the recording. And this is pretty, yes, you've got the dumb collaborate bit there. This is very handy. It will allow them to download the recording or report an issue, and enabling downloading recording to your students is great, because if they can get to a high bandwidth place, they can just download it, and if they're like living in a low bandwidth place, they can review it at their leisure. So that's how you pre-record a video with